guessing you're all having a great con so far? Great to hear.
Oh, yeah. So should we introduce ourselves?
Nah, they shouldn't know who we are. We're not important. I'm Ashley Nichols of Ashley Nichols Art. I did all the character designs and stuff for this animation. And
my name's Jeff. I'm ShadesOfEverfree. I was the one that worked on the animation for this video. Other videos I've done quite a few Licious videos like Buttonlicious and Vinylicious and 'Twas the Night Before Pinky. And we had this whole collab thing going and we worked on this video that we will be showing for you today.
Yay!
Wait, let me start the countdown. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, hey, okay. What, is the video working? Yeah, that was that. Like,
and that is the end of the video. Yeah. I hope you all
enjoyed. All right, yeah, everybody, thanks for
coming. we spent three painstaking months on that. It was a lot of work, and I have to say it was the best thing I have ever made.
Okay. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean.
And now after this, we will start Frozen Karaoke Hour, if anybody would like to come up and sing. I will start. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go.
Okay.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, wait, pause it. Is the sound working? Hey, can you guys check the sound?
Attention all students, this is your last reminder to make sure your projects are presentation ready for the first annual ShadesOf Science Fair.
Wow, are you almost finished doing whatever it is you're doing?
Calm down, I'm almost done, Tavy. I just gotta make a few more upgrades to really make a scene.
What exactly do you mean by... No, I don't need to know. Just hurry up. We are one person away from being next. Hello there, Miss... Derpy? Are you ready to wow us all with what you have in store to present today? Very good, Derpy. This one surely is... unique. Are you done yet? They are almost here, and you are still not even close to being...
Done!
Okay, Miss Melody and Miss Scratch. It appears you two are the final entry on the list. Let's see what you have for us today. Thank you for your time. Me and my partner have decided to conduct an experiment on plant behavior to different types of music. First, we shall demonstrate with some calming classical music. Very impressive. Now, we will demonstrate with some of Vinyl's music.
Now let's give this weed some real music to listen to.
Vinyl, are you certain that you should set the volume that high?
Don't get your bow tie in a twist. Does this look like the face of someone who isn't certain to you?
You really want me to answer that?
Anyways, let's get this party started! Uh-oh.
What do you mean by uh-oh? Is this supposed to happen?
Well, you see, there's a very good explanation for this. You see, the reason why this is happening is his attack! My bad.
Seeing how most of the entries were vaporized by a certain student project... For being the only project not destroyed, the award for Best Overall Project goes to Derpy for her muffin lamb thing.
Oh, good for her. She deserved it. What? Don't be a sore loser.
Here we go.
Keep playing.
Are you joking? I'm gonna die.
And that was the video. So how'd you guys enjoy it? So yeah, that was over, I believe, 3 months of hard work.
Well, I had the easy part. I just did the character designs and the model turnarounds and stuff, and I was just like, here you go! And then every now and again, he'd be like, Ashley, look what I did! Ashley, look what I did! And I'm just sitting there going, oh my god, what else do you do aside from animate? God, he churned this out so fast.
You're just a slacker.
I am so lazy. I mean, just... It's crazy how it all started too with us working together. I'm part of a pony Facebook group, and I saw on the group, hey, if you send me a picture of your OC could be in my video. And I'm just like, oh, yes, I need that in my life. So I send them this little design thing. I'm like, here's my thing. It's a good, you should do it. And he messaged me like, wow, I like your design, I'll have it in my video. And then we got to talking, and it's just like, hey, you want to do the puppets for my newest animation? And I'm just like, is that even a question? Yes, of course.
Aw, you.
Shucks. So does anybody have any questions or anything?
Yeah, I believe we can roll into a Q&A. Oh. I use Adobe Flash. For a specific program, I use Creative Cloud, but I would prefer CS6. Muffin lamp thing. No, it's just a muffin with a light bulb in it, no wiring whatsoever, just... Oh, you in the back? No. No wiring. It took 3 months to animate, but to get the voices, it wasn't all that hard. It was just, I don't know, I think about a week. You always got to have your audio before you start an animation, because if, like, say you tried to animate something before, like getting the audio in there, it would be like out of sync, and it would not look good at all.
I'm an awful animator. I'm working on an animation, and I don't have my audio yet.
Nowacking and to actually do this, and I'm pretty sure they probably get a lot of requests.
Yeah, I sort of, like, to get Nowacking to voice Final, I had to give her, like, my kidney. She does not come cheap. Oh, no, but she's a great person. She was more than happy to do it. I believe a lot of these people have these opinions on these well-known voice actors that they think that they're just so posh and above everyone else, but no, they're all really nice. And it's like, if they wouldn't voice act for an animation, then what else are they going to do? Oh, well, I mean, you just have to actually show them that their voices would get used. Like, show them that you have quality, show them that you will get this done and that they won't be wasting their time by working their hardest on getting these lines to be perfect.
Yeah, like the one thing I've found, I get approached to do projects all the time, to do animation for projects and art for projects, and the defining factor for whether I'll say yes or not is, does this person have any examples of them actually finishing projects? Because I don't want to put, a ton of work in and never have my work used. That's a big waste of time on my part. So, if any of you have any projects, just make sure that you can show that you can get things done. That is absolutely the most important part.
Just like I asked in the Creative Kitchen Animation Studio, is there any more like tutorials or anything that you can show anybody at all to how to do what you guys do?
I don't have any tutorials myself, but a tutorial that helped me learn was like, I'm sure a lot of you have heard like Double Rainbow before. Like, Zachary Rich did this really good tutorial series on like the intro to Flash, and it won't really teach you how to animate, but it will teach you Flash. Like for my first time ever animating, I marathoned all those tutorials in one sitting, and when I got into Flash, it felt like I used it a million times before.
Did you have a question?
I almost thought that was the Spider-Man guy.
Is Vinyl, aka Jessie, here?
No, if she was, she'd be on the panel.
She is, however, going to be at BronyCon, so if you would like to fly all the way to the other coast, you can see her there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pay $1,000 to see Nowacking live in person.
5 seconds.
Well worth it.
5 seconds. Results may vary. Any other questions? Okay, well then, cadence. Oh.
For your character design, did you have to make a character design sheet for like the front, side, and back for every character? You know, at the beginning you didn't show like.
Yeah, so initially, I'd say I'd pull up the designs, but honestly, I don't remember where the fuck they are. So initially, I just did one base model and drew front, side, and 3/4. And then for every character, I had to go in and draw front, side, and 3/4 for their design on every single one of them. There's like, in Photoshop, you know, you can copy stuff and drag it over, and there were a few things I was able to like cheat on a little bit, but for the most part, yeah, it's all drawing everything over and over and over again.
Andy Sandberg.
Yeah, this time I actually have a question. I'm just curious. There wasn't a lot of that much dialogue, and I don't remember if it actually said so. But which of you wrote the dialogue? Or was it,
Me.
Yeah. It was, okay.
Oh, it was being obvious.
Well, do the voice actors have any say in usually? Well, do they usually have any say in the dialogue? I mean, can they? You know, do you typically want them to keep it exactly as you wrote it, or do you let them kind of change it around as they see fit?
Oh yeah, I welcome any type of creative like rendition. Like at the ending where Darby won the project final, I was like, oh, good for her, she deserved it. And then, oh, what? Don't be a sore loser. Jesse added that line in, and that wasn't even in the original script. I was like, that's fitting. Cut, print, paste, $1 million right then and there.
So how do you come up with these like designs for these characters that don't really happen before?
So honest to God, I just base all my design. So this was a high school setting. I just based all my designs off the people I knew in high school. I went to an all-girls private high school, which was an interesting experience. Vinyl Scratch's design was based off this really short, crazy girl that I knew that would always dress in the wildest outfits on free dress day. And then Octavia was honestly just copy-paste every other design that Octavia has. I mean, why reinvent the wheel? She has kind of a standard human design, and it looks great, so I just figured I'd use that. Celestia and Luna are actually designs from a comic that I've been working on for like 2 years now. So I was just like, sweet, I get to put my comic designs in, yes. And then Derpy was based off every other weeaboo that I knew in high school.
So kawaii.
Kawaii. So her original design that I had, she was gonna have like a bag going across her shoulder, and it was going to be covered in buttons all the way down, you know, typical.
You know how much work that would have taken me? You
Yeah,
don't consider my feelings.
I was going to yell at you, why didn't you include the buttons? And I was like, oh, wait, that's why.
She had like 30 buttons on one bag, and I'm like, you know how long that's going to take me to vector?
Hey, it doesn't hurt to suggest it. And then I also drew up his OC's design that was in the animation, and he gave me really specific shit. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And then my OC was in the animation too. Just brown hair like mine and just a black hoodie. And I remember I was with him on Skype while he's animating. He's like, "Why did you put her in a hoodie? I can't animate hoodies." And I'm just like, "That's what you get for having me as character design. I will annoy you like hell." So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pulling it just from like people I know or just, you know, things in the fandom already that just work. And then he handled the other like background characters that were in there.
Yeah. Yes, this was.
She's supposed to be here, isn't she? Not here,
Not on the
here,
panel,
but
here. She's here in spirit, and all the way in the back.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how difficult is it to get in contact with some of the voice actors if you want someone for a project?
Not really all that difficult. They usually have their contact info like on the about pages of their YouTube channels or their Tumblrs. So yeah.
For the animation project I'm doing now, I've had to start from scratch in finding voice actors. And honestly, just do your research and just find in their about page on YouTube their email and just shoot them an email. And 90% of the time, if you sound like you know what you're doing and link examples, they'll get back to you. Yeah. I contacted a voice actor for Twilight Sparkle, and literally within a day, she got back to me and she recorded everything that I needed. Her name's Emo Gak, and she's amazing, and you all need to find her. I hope she's watching this. Oh, awesome! Give her hugs for me.
Okay.
What's the next step you hope to take in your amazing animations?
Jeez. Space. Maybe a Space Jam parody. Take your time. Do 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 do. All right, next question. If it's for making puppets, I use the line tool. It's very easy. To make puppets, all you need is just like a really great character sheet like what she provided, where it's like the front, 3/4, and side views or something. I don't use Keyframe Caddy. I do it all like manually.
In terms of actual man hours, what did 3 months amount to?
I guess not 3 months exactly, probably even shorter, but like over the course of 3 months, I can't really exactly pinpoint because it's like once you get like in the zone of animation, like just hours turn into minutes and minutes turn into seconds.
I have a lot of future stuff, and I'm trying to figure all of it out right now. So my current project that I'm working on right now is a multi-artist collaboration. I have over 60 artists working on it. It is a art book that will be featuring My Little Pony characters and wildlife, or My Little Pony characters as wildlife, and 100% of the profits will be going to the charity Wild Aid, an organization that is working through education and promotion to help end the illegal wildlife trade. And we have a ton of amazing art so far. I got artwork from Equestria Prevails. I got artwork from Pixel Prism, the creator of Twilight Sparkle's Secret Shipfic folder. I got art from Leakfish. And I might even be getting artwork from a certain My Little Pony storyboard artist that I'm sure you all know. And it will be colored by the official My Little Pony comic book colorist. So that is crazy exciting. And I actually have pre-orders for the book going at my booth right now in the Artist Alley. Just look for Ashley Nichols Art. I've reached the number of pre-orders I need to have for the book to be printed, but that's not gonna cover, you know, shipping costs and all of that. So I really appreciate the pre-orders so I don't have to pay for this out of pocket, you know. And as always, it's gonna be 100% towards Wild Aid. I'm going to be printing 500 books, which will raise around $8,000 for this charity. And I'm really hoping I can do that because it near and dear to my heart. And then I'm making a Five Nights at Freddy's parody animation called Five Nights at Pinky's. And it's going to be covered by people acting as the main six. I already have Twilight and Applejack covered. I'm going to get Pinkie Pie and everybody else soon. I'm really looking forward to that one. Spike is going to be the security guard, and he's going to be walking around. He's going to get a not fun time.
Yeah, like I guess for like projects for that I had in mind, I had this big idea of how to do like this Weird Al sort of mashup. You guys are familiar with Weird Al's music? Like, who's Weird Al? But yeah, I want to animate a song now. That's what I call Polka. Get a bunch of different animators involved in it. And for other stuff, like maybe like little short videos, like probably a humanized version of like Epic Web Time or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Honey, my sleep schedule is wake up at 4 p.m. and go to bed at 9 a.m. every day. I am amazed I am alive right now. I had to get up at 6 a.m. this morning. I drive here every day. I live an hour away. So it's just like,
Yeah, like I did like an all-nighter before. Yeah, like I did an all-nighter before, which was at another convention, DerpyCon South, where I was working on a video for that one, but I wasn't done until the day before, so I was like in the hotel room in full panic. We're like, we gotta get this done!
What got you guys started with this, and how do you like keep your inspiration going for these types of things?
Like, other people would have to be my inspiration. Like, every time I see someone, like, release something new on YouTube, I'm like, oh, I gotta give myself a kick in the pants and get back on working, so yeah.
I mean, just seeing the amazing people in this fandom and all the crazy stuff they do, that's my big inspiration. It's like, all right, I want to live up to how amazing these people are. Like, for my charity project, I'm trying to live up to Leakfish, who has raised thousands of dollars for charity, and it's just like, you're an amazing person. I want to aspire to be a little like you. So that's why my first project is a charity project. And yeah, it's just inspired by other people.
What has to be the most embarrassing moment for both? Just working on animation or working on
Oh my God, do I have the story? So it was BronyCon 2014. I was working on this animation for almost the same time. I think it was like 2 months. I get the video all done. I get on the plane, computer's working fine. Get off the plane, computer's working fine. But when I get to the hotel room to show some friends before the panel, computer, giant screen of code comes up on the computer, and every single file I had on said computer was gone. Yeah. So I had to start all from scratch again, but it wasn't all that bad because if all of my files weren't erased and I wasn't forced to start from scratch, I would have probably never learned how to animate humans or other type of anatomy figures other than ponies. So there's always like a little silver lining in every bad situation.
I have an embarrassing situation, but I can't talk about it at this con. I was working on a project and just things went absolutely crazy. It's what happens when you have so many people working on one project. So it was just, So yeah, not fun times, but it happens. It's understandable.
Let's see.
For voice actors, this is actually even know what they do. How do you get the voice acting and the voices between echoless rooms so that you don't hear an echo every time the character stops speaking?
Well, they usually have like really good microphones where they come with like these compressors and these giant sponge things on top of the microphones. And I've heard of like, I have a friend who's a professional voice actor, and pretty much what she does, she like makes a pillow fort, surprisingly, and she just crawls in the pillow fort because for some reason they're like almost sound resistance, and her files just come out perfect.
Yeah, the main thing that people do to get that is all recording studios, they're relatively small rooms, and they make sure that the walls are either covered in like a textured type of foam so that that absorbs any vibrations that are in the air. And you also have to make sure that you have a big thing in front of your mic and everything so it doesn't catch the air or anything. It's relatively simple, but it's something that you wouldn't immediately think of doing.
Oh yeah, cool question. Who here has an OC? So I'm doing something special for this convention. At every convention I usually do, after I show an animation, I usually let other people's OCs be in it. So after this panel, if you want to approach me, I will be selling OC cameos for $20 each for this convention. So you can approach me, and you can approach Ashley's table. What's your table name?
My table name is Ashley Nichols Art, and I'm in the Artist Alley. Just come up and throw a 20 at me and go, I want to be in an animation. And yeah, I'll take down your info and everything else.
Oh yeah, pretty much how it would go would be like, we'd be carrying around notebooks, and once you pay, then we will write down your email, and then we will give you our email for sort of a vice versa contact. Any questions?
Why didn't you have an HDMI cable on hand?
Screw you! Yeah.
Why didn't you take the stairs?
Before this panel, there was a ton of screaming and running around going on. I brought my laptop to play the video, and they had a VGA cable. My laptop does not have a VGA cable, and nobody could tell us where to get an HDMI cable. So we were just like, yeah!
Pretty much.
We finally figured it out, though. So it's just like, oh.
All right. Anyone else? Oh, what? Do I take plastic?
I can take credit cards.
All right, yeah, we take plastic.
I saw a question over here.
Oh, you have a question? Well, just say your question. I go to college, but for a completely different thing, even though I'm not, like, I go to, like, Dalton State College, and it's, like, for networking, but I plan to transfer out to an art school soon. Probably SCAD, and I might major in animation. Costs an arm and a leg, though. It's like for a non-profit school, they charge like 50 grand a semester.
Okay. I've gone to many colleges. The first one I went to was Art Institute. I finally get my chance to speak my piece about this school. Never go to an art institute. They are terrible, or at least the one I went to. Literally, they held me captive as a student for over 6 months. They would not let me leave because I do not qualify for student aid, so I had to pay out of pocket.
Ooh.
They did not let me leave. I finally get to speak my piece. Do not go to an art institute. The Art Institute of Sunnyvale, I think it's Silicon Valley now. Like, if you're going and you're having a good time, good for you. Just they were not great to me. They were really bad to me. And I went there for film, so I studied film for 2 years, kind of against my will. And that was great to learn animation. And then I switched over to an animation major once I figured out that I liked pre-production. And I went to De Anza College, and I went to West Valley College. 2 community colleges, and they were by far the best colleges that I've ever seen. I got to study with somebody who was a Disney animator. And at AI that charges you $60,000 a semester, no, you know. But at this community college, yeah, that's what you get. So I am currently not in school anymore. I have a lot of health problems and I get sick really frequently, so I haven't been in school for a long time. And I probably should be, but my philosophy is, and most professionals' philosophy is, if you're really talented and you know what you're doing, you don't necessarily need to go to school. It helps, but it's not necessary.
Oh yeah. Who here wants to take a selfie?
Ashley, come on.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, and whoa!
Selfie, yay!
But first, let me take a selfie.
Question?
I don't have any on me. That was the only one. Sorry.
I
do have like a YouTube channel. What was it? YouTube.com/ShadesOfEverfree.
What are you doing with my laptop?
Wait. Sorry, I couldn't understand you. You guys are all terrible. Well, one, art school costs like a butt ton of money, so that's one of the reasons. And two, I wouldn't really call animation a hobby because it's what I want to do for the future. Like recently I was hired for Skynamic Studios that's working on this project right now called True Tale. So I'm one of the character animators on there. So I mean, it is possible to get a professional job without having to go to school. It's just that I just want to go to school just to say I did it. All right, I saw that you had a question? Nope, all Flash. All right, any other question? Oh, no, I was, okay. Oh, right in the back. Flash. Flash for everything.
After a few years of film school, I'd say the best program for editing is Final Cut, which sucks because that means you gotta buy a MacBook, which is, they're great computers for editing, and they're not so great for gaming and stuff, but I mean, they have a monopoly on Final Cut, but it is by far the best editing program out there. It is so easy to use. I have to use Premiere and After Effects now if I want to edit, and it's just like, just sitting there waiting for things to load, and in Final Cut, it's just so snappy, and it does everything so quickly. I love it.
All right.
What's your composition size?
A what?
Composition size on the Flash.
Oh. I just go where the wind takes me.
Just look up like standard video size, or just look up what the pixel count size of like 1080p is, and that's what most people use. But I know in the same way, I just kind of make the thing and I go, I'm gonna animate on this. Screw file size.
Screen size. Rainbow Dash.
I'm gonna get a tattoo. I've been saying this for years. I am finally gonna get a tattoo. I'm gonna get a little Totoro right here, and it's gonna be the beginning of a sleeve that'll have all my drawing inspirations on it, and it'll be on my right arm, my drawing arm. So I'm excited.
Yeah, like I'm kind of paranoid about tattoos. Like,
oh yeah, I saw you starting yours. That looks super cute. Oh, that's so great. I was seeing you were doing it there, and I was just like, oh my god, you're brave.
yeah, like I don't know how I would get a tattoo because I don't really think I ever pick out the right one. I don't know how I look being like a 60-year-old man with Thug Life tattooed across my chest.
I'm gonna be a 90-year-old just like, this is Totoro. I love Totoro. Grandma, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. No, you don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Any other questions? Oh, okay. I use two fills. I never use strokes. They won't. Yeah. Oh, like to do sharp ends, it's just the line tool. So yeah.
So this is gonna get technical here, but yeah, with Flash, if you use the line tool to make your lines, and then you double click on the lines, you can go into the options that are on the right side, and there will be something that says miter. If you choose like the pointy miter thing and like crank it all the way up to 60, it'll make it nice and pointed for you, because I've used the stroke tool before and it's just like, no, I can never get it right. I don't know how anybody else does it.
Pretty much only the devil and Johnny Test use strokes.
Oh, and never use the pen tool in Flash. Oh my God, just use lines. Pen tool is also the devil.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my God, it's been like 3 or 4 years since I used Final Cut, man. Whatever version of Final Cut they were using back in 2012, 2013, that's the one I used. I don't know how the new one's like. Okay, embarrassing story. I have a $3,600 MacBook Pro. Like 1 month after getting it, I spill tea all over it. So I am now trying to get it fixed after 3 or 4 years. And once I do that, I'll find the latest version of Final Cut Pro and start using it again, because God, I miss it so much.
Yeah. Well, we seem to be wrapping up the panel, so like, who wants to watch it again?
Encore!
Gee, I didn't expect you guys to be excited about that. All right. Okay, you.
We're so sorry.
Guy with arms of steel. I don't know. I usually have a guy for that. Like how everyone has a guy for everything. I have a guy for that.
I don't know a single animator who doesn't just have a sound guy. Like I can't do sound.
Yeah, I'm terrible at something. So yeah, I have a guy.
Attention all students. This is your last reminder to make sure your projects are presentation ready for the first annual ShadesOfEverfree Science Fair.
Vinyl, are you almost finished doing whatever it is you are doing?
Calm down, I'm almost done, Tavy. I just gotta make a few more upgrades to really make a scene.
What exactly do you mean by... You know what, I don't need to know. Just hurry up, we are one person away from being next. Hello there, Miss... Derpy? Are you ready to wow us all with what you have in store to present today? Very good, Derpy. This one surely is... unique. Are you done yet? They are almost here, and you are still not even close to being...
Done!
Okay, Miss Melody and Miss Scratch. It appears you two are the final entry on the list. Let's see what you have for us today. Thank you for your time. Me and my partner have decided to conduct an experiment on plant behavior to different types of music. First, we shall demonstrate with some calming classical music. Very impressive. Now, we will demonstrate with some of Vinyl's music.
Now let's give this weed some real music to listen to.
Vinyl, are you certain that you should set the volume that high?
Don't get your bow tie in a twist. Does this look like the face of someone who isn't certain to you?
You really want me to answer that?
Anyways, let's get this party started! Uh-oh.
What do you mean by uh-oh? Is this supposed to happen?
Well, you see, there's a very good explanation for this. You see, the reason why this is happening is attack! My bad.
Seeing how most of the entries were vaporized by a certain student project... For being the only project not destroyed, the award for Best Overall Project goes to Derpy for her muffin lamp thing.
Oh, good for her. She deserved it. What? Don't be a sore loser.
Here we go. Let's get it, 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 let's get it. Are you joking? Let's get it, 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 let's get it.
So yeah, remember, if you want your OC in one of my next videos, just approach me or Ashley or approach her at her table and we'll be sure to hook you up. You were the first guy to notice that. the my leg sound effect, right when the blast shoots up, I put the my leg sound from SpongeBob. Like if you watch I'm gonna upload it to. Well, it's like the Wilhelm. You're supposed to keep it subtle. All right. So I'm guessing that's all our time for now. So yeah. Oh, all right. I guess just show that you can do good stuff. That's pretty much the base of it. It doesn't matter really who you are, just if you can provide good content and can provide a good show. So yeah, I guess that's the panel. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Thank you.